Hello, everyone. It's time for another monthly library update. We're glad to see you again, and we hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. We were closed, so if you came by, we're sorry we weren't here. But July is jam-packed with all sorts of activities for kids, adults, people of all ages. We've got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and let Kathryn talk, so then she can just be quiet after that.
Ooh, we'll see if I can just be quiet.
No, it's not really going to happen.
Never going to happen. But anyway, throughout July, we are at the children's room having story time every Monday morning at 10:30. Through the end of July, we'll have story time with Miss Kathryn. Join us if you can. It is a non-registered program, as are all of our story times. You just come if you're able. We will also do pajama party on Wednesday evenings throughout July at 6:30. So every Wednesday evening that we are here, barring any strange weather occurrence, we'll have story time. You can wear your pajamas, you can bring a stuffed animal, you can bring a blanket if you want. We work really hard at having a low-key story time. And kids are kids. So we are also doing our junior video game clubs. Those are on Tuesdays. The first one of the month will be on July, I still want to say June or even January. So July 8th, which is a Tuesday, 2 o'clock until 3:30. I am asking kids to register for one or the other. The second one is the following week on July 15th, same time, 2 to 3:30. We want to give the kids in the summertime an opportunity to be a little more relaxed in their gameplay, play a little bit longer. So we are registering for one or the other so that we have a smaller group, and the kids can play at leisure and have some snacks and make fun of the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. So, but you can register online. They don't. They never do. They're so nice to me. It's great. I'm looking for a little opposition and I get none. No, I don't know how to do this. Oh, I'll show you. So yeah, they're wonderful. They really are. Registration is required for one or the other. So pick a day that you want to come, a Tuesday you want to come, and then you can go online at www.newulmlibrary.org. And you will see the events page tab right on top. Click on that, look for Tuesday in July, click on the date of the 8th or the 15th, and there's a link on the right-hand side of the page that you'll be able to click on. 3 simple questions and you're all done. You can call us, you can stop by the desk upstairs to register for any of our registered programs. So it's really, really easy to do. And if you want, we can do it with you over the phone, which we have done before too. So moving on from the junior video game clubs, on the 9th of July, we have a creative kids class. Those are STEM classes, and we add an A for a STEAM class because that's art. And our theme for summer reading this summer is Color Our World. So we're doing a lot of art projects. We're making some really cool things next week. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because I never tell anybody what they are. But it's really, really cool. I think the kids are really going to love it. So Creative Kids is on July 9th at 2:30 until 3:15. It is for kids who are in kindergarten and going into kindergarten, first grade. All right, kindergarten, first grade. You're entering those grades in the fall. You are welcome to register to come. Unlike the video game clubs, there are 2 this month, and you can register for both of them. So the first one is on the 9th, and the other one is going to be on the 23rd of July. Same time, 2:30 to 3:15. And lots of fun things that we're doing. Wacky Wonders is another STEM class that we are doing for kids who are in 2nd through 5th grade. And they are on Thursdays. They are on the 10th and the 24th of this month. And they will be at 2:30 to 3:15. And we're doing the same activities at both of them. You have to be entering 2nd grade to come to Wacky Wonders. Up through going into 5th grade. So again, registration is really important because I can only take so many kids and I need to know supply-wise what to have on hand for kids. So we do ask for you register. We have afternoon movies happening in the children's area. We do Friday afternoon movies. every other week. So we will have a movie on the 11th at 2 o'clock in the children's room. And we'll sit and watch the movie on our fairly big-ish screen TV. But we turn the lights off on that side of the room, and we serve popcorn, and we're asked that you bring a water bottle if you want something to drink. But it's from 2 to 4-ish, depending on how long the movie is. We're showing Lady and the Tramp on the 11th. And then on the 25th, we'll show one of my favorite movies, Nanny McPhee. I think it is the best color in a movie. It's so brightly colored and so much fun. And I have a horrible story from the first time I ever showed Nanny McPhee was at the old library I worked at. And our theater was in the basement, and it was a wonderful room that had great sound, and it was carpeted walls, and it was just fabulously set up to show movies. And they had this great system, and I turned Nanny McPhee on, and I had only ever seen some of Nanny McPhee. I never saw the beginning of it, so it was black and white. But I remember the end of it was so vividly colored that I just assumed when Nanny McPhee went up to the family's house for the first time, she banged her staff 3 times. And I thought at that point, the movie changed to this vivid color. It didn't. So I had to call technology upstairs. And I said, can someone come down and help me? I can't figure out the movie's in black and white, and I don't understand why, and I don't believe it's supposed to be. And they were like, can you turn the lights on and maybe show us? And I'm like, no, just come down here and fix it. Well, then we had to start the movie all over again because it was in full color the whole way through. So that was I still, every time I think about Nanny McPhee, I think about that and how awful I felt. I don't know how far along in the movie. We were like 15 to 20 minutes, and then we had to go back. But it won't happen this time. Anyway, so that's on the 25th, 2 to 4 p.m. We'll serve popcorn. You bring a water bottle. We have a teen video game club. That's going to be on July 22nd. The teens do not have to register. I do not have an overwhelming amount of teens coming, and I'm thrilled if we get some more to come. That would be wonderful. I've heard a few people ask about it, so that's good. It is for kids who are going into 6th grade and entering your last year of high school, your senior year. So you're welcome to come and join us. It again is at 2. It is over at 3:30. It's very casual. You just come on in, play games, eat snacks, and try not to scream. I don't know why they scream so loud. The teens are screamers. I know it's competitive play, but oh my gosh, they're so loud.
Screams of
it's competition,
excitement,
and they're excited, and yes,
aggression,
but they're just
irritation.
They're so loud. Anyway,
teens are usually very good at nonverbal.
We'll talk about it.
Exactly.
Anyway, we are sponsoring, the library sponsoring a concert in the park on Thursday, June 10th. So those are at 7 o'clock.
July 10th?
July 10th, thank you. Still, just can't do it. July 10th, 7 p.m. until 7:45, we are hosting Riffin Griffin. They are a 90s emo band for kids. So they do children's music. My favorite song that I have seen of their videos is Leftovers. Put 'em in the fridge, put 'em in the fridge, leftovers, put 'em in the fridge. They're going to be fun. They're very different than what we've had before, and I'm really excited to see them in person. So that is July 10th, 7 p.m. The following Thursday, on the 17th, we're going to have a comedy show called Mixed Nuts. It's a husband and wife team. They do slapstick comedy. I am very interested to see, because I've seen them on video, working with this ladder. They have a ladder that they do in this comedy routine. They never put it up against a wall, but each of them climb it, and the other one's not holding on to it. So I am very interested to see how that works.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, they're very funny. He was here a few years ago. He was a pirate for us. He did this bit with a piece of blue painter's tape that he was using to hold something on the floor, and just had the kids rolling for about 10 minutes with this impromptu slapstick comedy that he did for them while they were just coming in the room and sitting down. So I'm excited to have them back. And we do have a special Friday story time on July 18th. We will do one of our special Friday story times. Those happen at 10 a.m. in the morning. We do a story time. We shorten it just a little bit, and then we do a craft afterwards. This time around, Miss Anna, our local music therapist, is going to join us, and we are going to make some type of musical instrument after she does her musical story time. So it's going to be really, really fun, and we're really looking forward to it. So if you can join us for that, it's drop-in. There's no registration for it. If you pick up a calendar, if you look online at our calendar of events, any program that has registration will be noted that it needs registration. So you can call us and find out how to do that. We're happy to help you.
Yeah. You can call the library at 507-359-8331. That's a lot.
It's a lot, but you have, I think, more.
Maybe.
I think you have more.
We're not going to compare, but lots of great fun things happening. What?
We do this all the time. I'm not competitive at all until I get around LeRoy, and then everything is like a little competition, sort of.
Maybe. I'll start with our craft stuff.
Yeah.
So, of course, every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m., we have our knippling group. And a traditional bohemian bobbin lace weaving. They meet down in the adult fiction section. It's not a class. You can come and watch and ask questions, learn what they're doing, find out what you need to join them. They might be pretty small in group on Tuesday the 8th because they have been invited to the International Bobbin Lace conference thing. It's happening in Minnesota this year. So they were invited to go. So they get to go and show the Bohemian method, and so I'm excited to hear about it once they get back.
That's really cool.
That's pretty neat. Then we also have our general needleworking group, and so they meet Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to around noon, a little thereafter, up in our adult nonfiction section. They always have a fun time, see all sorts of needlework, and so every Wednesday, come join them. It's a great time. It's a great segue. We do have an art class this month, so on Monday, July 21st at 1 p.m., we have Minnesota artist Cami Anderson is going to come and teach a class about cross-stitch using traditional Scandinavian folk animal motifs. So that was a mouthful, and I could go back and say it again, but you can just rewind, maybe. But there's no cost. All the materials will be provided, but you do need to register for the class. Again, you can do that online on the website through the events calendar. Click on Monday the 21st, and there will be a link to the registration right there.
But also no experience necessary.
Exactly. No experience necessary. It is a class for adults, but if you'd like to bring a teen with you to join you for the class, you are welcome to bring a +1 in that regard. So parent or grandparent, you can do that. But yeah, no experience necessary. You'll learn the techniques. You'll learn about the history of the art form. You'll get to get started or even finish, and so you'll have something to take home and continue with and keep going from there. So, that program, of course, is being made possible through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, so we're very grateful for the funding that comes through the taxpayers of Minnesota to offer those kinds of classes. I'll go to films next, I guess. So senior movie matinees every Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. here in the meeting room. And we're into the 1990s for July. So we've got, starting on July 11th, Last of the Mohicans. And then the following week, Maverick. And then the week after that, The Hunt for Red October. And since we were closed 4th of July, but we've got 5 Fridays in August. We've got the first Friday in August ready as well, and we're going to be watching Ghost for that one. So we've got a great lineup. Friday afternoons, 1 p.m. Come to the meeting room and see some classics, some interesting movies. The New Ulm Film Society is continuing their baseball film series. So they meet the second Tuesday of each month. So that's going to be July 8th, and they meet at 6:30 in the evening. And however long the movie is how long it goes. Longest one we had was we watched Gettysburg, which is like 4.5 hours long. So I was here till midnight. That was intense. But people didn't leave. They stayed.
I'm amazed.
The whole time. It was great. And
Did anybody fall asleep?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody fell asleep. Everybody stayed. It's a Good thing I have refreshments for Film Society, but there was a great discussion as well.
Oh, that's really great.
It was really nice. So lots of great film options for kids and for adults going on. We've got our 3 book clubs, so I'm hoping this is released on Monday the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
And so our first book club of the month meets on the first Monday of the month, which will be July 7th in this case. And that's our Litwits book club. They read a wide variety of things. And in that tradition, this month, they're going to be discussing Veronica Roth's Poster Girl. Mm-hmm. So Veronica Roth, probably best known for her dystopian young adult fiction Divergent and that series, which was made into some movies as well. And so Poster Girl is, again, that kind of dystopian future, this time set in a kind of mega city that spans from Portland to Seattle and is ruled over by some sort of authoritarian regime. So it's interesting. Sci-fi to me is always interesting because it answers the question, what if?
Yes.
Right? And what can we learn from that what if? Our history book club meets on the 3rd Tuesday of the month, so that's going to be on Tuesday, July 15th at noon here at the library, and they're going to be discussing Questlove's Hip Hop is History. So if you don't know who Questlove is, you can search him up real easy. He's a producer, writer, performer of hip hop music, and his book, Hip Hop is History, talks about how hip hop was influenced by the times in which it has evolved and also how it has influenced the times in which it evolved, and gives his opinion of when hip-hop first started, which is probably not when you think. But he also talks a lot about the music industry and how that's impacted the way hip-hop has grown and different artists and things. So we'll be discussing that on Tuesday, July 15th at noon. Our mystery book club meets on the last Monday of the month, so that's going to be Monday, July 28th at 6:30 in the evening, and we're going to be discussing the very funny Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers by Jesse Q. Sutanto. When I told the mystery book club that was the next book, some people had read it or read other books by her, and they were like, oh, this is going to be great. Main character is a nice old Chinese grandma who owns a tea shop. She comes downstairs to open her tea shop in the morning and finds a dead body. And of course, you can't have that, so she's got to find out who did it. And so it should be a lot of fun. And as with all of our book clubs, you don't have to try to buy your own copy or go out and find one, although you can if you want. But we try to get enough copies for everyone to be able to use for the discussion. And so come by the circulation desk here at the library and ask for the next book for whichever book club you'd like to attend, and they can get it for you. We try to get regular print, large print, and audio. Mm-hmm. For Hip Hop is History, if you're familiar with the hip hop industry, I would recommend the audiobook because he reads it. And so
he has a great voice.
He does. He has a really interesting voice. But we try to get as many different formats and things available as possible.
But if you don't finish the book?
That's fine. That happens every month.
Yeah, I would imagine.
In like every book club, there's somebody who, just because of life, wasn't able to finish the book, mm-hmm. or maybe even didn't get to start it, but they still want to come to the discussion, because those are always really interesting or entertaining. Sometimes we're laughing, sometimes the discussion gets really serious, because just everybody's differences and perspectives and experience, it's great. We have an author visit this month.
That's right.
So on Saturday, July 26th at 9:30 in the morning, we've got author Dor'y Nicholas is going to be here at the library, and she's going to be talking about her new romance novel, Cottonwood Farm, set here in Brown County. She grew up in Brown County.
Out yet?
It is. Okay. She actually just sent me a copy.
Oh, perfect.
And so
Good.
we have that. So it's getting cataloged right now.
Yeah.
So it'll be available pretty soon. And we have bookmarks for it at the desk, too.
Oh, cool.
But she's going to be here Saturday, July 26th, 9:30 in the morning, right when we open. She'll be here for a couple hours. She's going to start with a presentation about the inspiration for her book and about her journey as a writer. And then she'll stick around for questions and book signing and things like that, too. So don't miss that. We've got a couple other things. So our poetry group meets on the second Monday of the month. So that'll be Monday, July 14th at 6:30 in the evening. Stop on in, bring a couple poems to share. Could be kids' poems, adult poems, literally any variety. Could be poems in another language. We always have a really interesting time, and it's pretty laid back, so we enjoy that. We've got I've got all these pages of notes, right? We have a couple musical programs in July. So in addition to the concert in the park, we've got, we're excited, the Mirandola Ensemble is coming to do a free recital, and that's going to be Friday, July 11th. That's going to be up in our Fred Johnson room, because we've also got movies going on. So if you're looking for something to do next Friday, we've got loads of stuff to do.
We got you covered. Wherever you go in the library, there will be
something to do, yes. So they're going to be doing a free recital up in the Fred Johnson room on Friday, July 11th, starting at 3 p.m. So you could even maybe watch the start of a movie and then go to the music.
I think you could probably finish Lady and the Tramp almost.
Oh, you could, but
yeah, it's not very long.
Last of the Mohicans is not a short movie, so you're not going to finish that.
No.
But they're going to be featuring, so they're a vocal quartet, a cappella music. They've been featured on NPR for years, in Minnesota Public Radio. They're going to be doing music from the early American sacred harp tradition, traditional German music, and also a set of songs about water and rivers, and they'll be providing context and background about the composers and the pieces, and so it'll be very interesting and educational, as well as a very good treat for the ears. Our other musical program is we are going to be over at the Community Center at 600 North German Street on Tuesday, July 15th at 1 p.m. In the cafetorium. Joey Leone and his band, we had them last year. They did a History of the Blues program. A lot of fun, a lot of interesting things, and performance was great too. And this year he's going to come and he's going to talk about AM radio hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So cool. Popular songs, one-hit wonders, a lot of great things. He'll talk about some of the backgrounds there, and of course they'll be performing a lot of the songs. So Tuesday, July 15th, 1 p.m. at the Community Center over on North German Street. Come and see that. So there's a lot of things going on. I've got one left.
One more.
Okay. So New Ulm Night Out happens in July. And so this year it's on Thursday, July 31st in the evening over at Sherman Park. And as we've done for the last couple of years, we're very excited to also include in New Ulm Night Out our annual Emergency Preparedness Fair. And so the main area of the fair is kind of up in the central area of the park. If you head down the hill, you'll see fire trucks and all sorts of other cool things down there. And that's where the Emergency Preparedness Fair is. The American Red Cross will be there, Brown County Emergency Management, Public Safety, EMS, the Fire Department, of course, and the library will be there to share resources and information about how to prepare yourself and your family for weather emergencies and other type of emergency situations. It's a great time. You can check out a lot of cool emergency vehicles. So again, Thursday, July 31st in the evening, starting at 5:30. We hope to see you there too. So July, jam-packed. Lots of fun stuff to do. But August isn't going to be any quieter for me. It will be quieter for you.
A little bit quieter. We're going to be finishing summer reading. And just to mention the fact that the last day to do any of your reading, that last 8th week, ends on August 3rd. So it's that last week of July, beginning of August. And we will talk to you more about this as you pick up your 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th prize. Just so that you are well aware that your reading record has to be turned in Monday, August 4th through Saturday, August 9th. After August 9th, we will not have a prize package for you. We'll probably have little prizes that we've been giving away each week so you can get your last prize and a stamp on your record. Other than that, the drawings will all be done and everything will be wrapped up after the 9th. So you really want to try and make it here. If there is some reason why you will not be able to make it, please see me at the desk. If Miss Amy is there, leave your name and number with her, and I will call you as soon as possible, and we will make arrangements for you to finish summer reading on time. But
it's got to be beforehand.
It's got to be beforehand. I can't do anything afterwards. So please don't hesitate to talk to me if there's something like that going on. But yeah, summer reading is going really, really well. We are reading in our 4th week. We will give prizes away on Monday for that 4th week of reading and heading into our last 4 weeks. It's gone very fast. Very fast.
So we'll see you again next month. Thanks for
yeah.
joining us, and we hope to see you here at the library and around town. We've got a lot of programs happening around too. So we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.